Hi everyone, welcome to the Date Podcast. I am your host, Emma Pineda, and I'm here with the handsome and talented Zorric Sia.
Hey everybody.
And we have a guest today. Her name is Anna. I even told myself to mess up her name, but I still did it.
And I still get it all the time.
Potato. Come on.
Sure.
Oh, goodness.
I'll answer just about anything.
Sorry, Anna.
You've heard worse, right?
Oh, God, yes.
So Anna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm sort of recently relocated to Dallas from Los Angeles. It's been 10 months and 2 weeks. I'm still counting in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hardcore dating pretty much since the day I got here.
Oh.
So I am not an expert, but maybe an expert on not to-dos.
On things that we should avoid doing.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
Nice. So
very cool.
what are your apps of choice?
I am only on OkCupid.
Okay.
Why is that?
Too overwhelming. There's too many apps out there. I've tried a couple, and I've narrowed it down to OkCupid, and that seems to do the trick for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not.
So that's just your preference.
It is my preference.
Right now,
I don't
okay.
have to deal with too many apps. There's too many out there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It
So
can be overwhelming if you're on a bunch.
yeah. Too many icons, right? Just
Too many icons.
notifications, and who do you respond to?
Yeah.
And then
So-
you wonder if you've seen that person on the other app, and you've talked to them before. So there's
That's
that.
happened to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
I
happens
matched
a
with
lot.
someone on a different app later, and I had matched with them somewhere else.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Happens too often.
Nice. So Emma, do you have anything new?
I do.
Okay.
I have juicy celebrity gossip.
Juicy. Let's go.
Yes. So John Cena and his fiance Bella have broken up.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and
He's
he
on the
was
market.
yeah, he's back on the market. He was just on the Today Show a few weeks ago with Kathy Lee and Hoda, talking about how much he loved her and how excited he was for the wedding, and it was supposed to be May 5th. I think they were getting married in Mexico, so they were planning all that, and then boom,
It's over.
separated. Yeah, over, done.
I think it's the pressure of celebrity, right? Because they have a show on E! Nikki Bella show, and I think they were from years past. They've been talking about getting married and getting serious. So maybe it's the limelight of having your life on TV.
I think it was. I think it's they have difference in values. So he didn't want to have children. I think originally he didn't even want to get married, but then fell in love with her, and she always wanted children, and he always said, I don't want kids, and so that's something that she had to kind of accept. And then I think she got to a point where she's like, no, I want to have kids, I want this for myself, and their values aren't matching. So I don't think that she wanted to be in a relationship where she was giving up something that was really important to her.
Is that a deal breaker for you, Anna?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep doing that.
I'm gonna.
It's A for nope, I'm gonna say it wrong.
For Anna.
It's Anna. Yeah,
Anna.
A for yeah.
Yep,
no,
that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure it out as we go. So, the first topic today is 4 things you need for the perfect Bumble profile.
Oh goodness.
So first of all, there's no such thing.
No.
First of all, and second, if you keep working on the profile and try to perfect it, that's the enemy of good, right? Perfection is the enemy of good. So I think good enough is just okay.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think that I agree. I don't think there's a perfect profile, but I do think that there's things that you need to stay away from, which there were some things on this article by Abigail Yonker that I disagreed on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or disagreed with her.
And this is the everygirl.com website. I guess it's a blog. But the first one, Anna, is a variety of photos that don't suck. So don't put a ton of photos that suck. And she talks about where you're the most attractive, or you're the least attractive, or where you just are indiscernible.
Right.
Basically, group photos. What are your thoughts about seeing a man in group photos?
Sometimes you can't tell which one it is.
Yep.
And that seems to be the problem. So you have to go flip to another photo to identify him. So group photos can be a little difficult.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a criminal lineup, and you're just going, who is this person? But there's a lot of things. So group, she says.
She says group photos, but group photos are okay if you're with a person of the opposite sex. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like that because it like if I see a guy with two girls, like I don't care. Like unless I think it's his mom, it's like it's a swipe left for me.
Yeah, but I think it depends. So this one says if you have a photo of yourself and your ex,
Oh,
you know,
God.
I mean,
Nope.
That's not good.
Why?
Yeah, but it's basically saying if you screw up, I'm gonna go back to my hot ex. So I don't know. And one other
so
thing,
dumb.
she probably has her ex's photo at her place. Remember how the things that you shouldn't have
at your place. Yeah.
So that's
I just realized that I have a photo of me and my ex
Uh-oh.
in a portrait from a relationship ago out in the open in my house. It's not on the wall anywhere,
Oh
but it
my
was just
God.
one of those things where I'm still unpacking.
Okay.
And it's sitting right there out in the open for anyone to see. And I'm like, oh, I better move that.
Yeah.
But then I wonder, how do I cut him out?
Is it?
Because this also says something about don't crop
Yeah, don't crop
someone
people
Yeah.
out.
Like, well, I really like that photo of me. How do I get rid of him?
Or just like put, I don't know, like now you can put John Cena's face over his body.
Yeah, that's better.
That's actually a good idea.
Much
Yeah.
better.
There you go.
Um,
You're best friends with John Cena now.
Exactly.
He's on the market.
He's
right?
on the market.
Yeah.
Go get him. Go get him. Girl.
I want to see what it's going to look like.
This is kind of funny. You shouldn't have a photo of yourself holding any animal that does not belong to you.
Yeah, it's sort of like, because it's false advertising.
Mm-hmm.
So what if someone really likes dogs? Like I have a friend who loves dogs, and sometimes she'll take over my Bumble profile. And so what she'll do is she'll swipe on guys who have dogs. That's kind of become a joke between us. But if you're like, it's a disappointment if you're a dog lover and all of a sudden
It's
that's not really your dog. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just borrowing it.
I know. I know you're a dog person. Am I
I
right?
sure am.
So if you see a guy with his dog in the photo and it's not his, and let's say you're on a date now, and you're like, "Oh, cute dog," and then he's like, "Oh, that was my brother's dog." How would you feel about that?
I don't think it bothers me.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't have an opinion on that one. Or I don't have a negative opinion on that one. He's holding a dog. He must like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
not-
it's like if you're a true passionate dog person, then that becomes an issue. But
But then again, okay, you like dogs, you like cats, great, we'll get along. But if you're torturing a cat in a picture, then that
Yeah.
would be a little different story.
Yeah, torturing or this is saying here you shouldn't put a photo of you catching a fish or a fish you've caught, which
I've seen too many of those on men's.
welcome to
profiles.
Texas, y'all.
Y'all.
definitely. So
It's a very Texan thing. I think that because you can just see on social media where they're,
They're either holding a fish, a gun, or a deer.
Yeah. And that's fun. I guess it just depends on, I don't know where they are, but it
I
depends
like
on-
hunting, but you don't see me posting those pictures.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'll show them to you privately, but that's about it.
yeah.
I thought it was in poor taste of a guy to send me a picture offline of a deer that he had shot, knowing that I have 3 dogs and 2 cats and all are rescues.
Know your
That's
audience.
kinda,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Even though I'm a fan of hunting, I wouldn't want that picture either.
No,
No.
didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what she recommends in this section is an excellent example is a sample headshot of a friend has taken of you, a candid snapshot of you and your parents on vacation. So just photos that are in good taste, I guess.
Photos you can tell it's you.
Yeah. Good lighting.
Preferably with a date.
Yeah. A date, your ex, and a puppy you don't own.
Yes, all those things.
So the second part, she recommends, you should have a witty bio, not a funny bio.
Oh you know,
Right.
yeah. But, you know, it's so difficult to, because again, I think we get stuck in what is this perfect bio that we need to have. And I think that it's just overwhelming sometimes too to like have that perfect profile. So, for me, like, even if it's not funny but it gives me enough information, I'm like, this is fine with me. Like, it doesn't have to be funny because maybe you're more witty in person, you know, and
As long as it's catchy. As
Yeah.
long as it catches
Yeah.
attention of the right audience. Again, back to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
If it catches the attention of the right audience, consider it witty.
I think it comes down to like what kind of people are you trying to date?
Exactly.
Yeah. And like tailoring it to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Person that's going to be in line with your sense of humor or your wittiness is going to respond to it
Right.
in a positive manner. Someone that is going to take it the wrong way is going to swipe left.
Yeah, and someone who takes it the wrong way probably doesn't have the same humor as you.
Which is a
Right.
blessing.
Yeah. So, I mean, everything is funny for men. For example, farting, that's funny.
Yeah. It's
To
not
Emma,
for,
it's not- it's not-
it's
it's not
in bad
fun.
taste. Please
Very-
don't talk about your bodily functions in front of me.
Yeah. So,
Not for a while.
Emma
Not
doesn't
in
like
mixed
that.
company. Mm-mm, I don't.
But an example of a good bio, she says, is writer by day, Stranger Things enthusiast by night, which is it's witty. That's funny.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
funny. What was the
Maybe.
other one? Her best friend's bio used to be avid flosser and Dr. Pepper enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one
Mhm.
because I want to know that my date has flossed or has flossed in the past.
But I might feel negatively about the Dr. Pepper.
You're in Texas now.
Never mind. Forgive me.
Dr. Pepper
Yeah.
is the way of life here.
Yeah. And what else? Well, sweet tea also. Sweet tea. Sweet tea.
Yeah. The sweeter the better. What is this iced tea crap? Like unsweet tea, like go away. Go away with that madness.
Yeah.
I
Why
don't need
even-
that negativity in my life.
Yeah. Why even provide
is
that option?
that?
If you're not sweet, I don't want you.
Yeah.
So another thing I see a lot of is the Myers-Briggs type.
Uh-huh.
Very,
And it's
very
fu-
often.
And it's funny. It says, "Do people need to know your MBTI type before they even know your last name?"
Yes.
So
No, I don't know. Because again, I think it's just because like what I do, and I'm like therapied out that I'm
Yeah.
like I don't care about that.
Shouldn't that be a shortcut for you, though? Like,
Not always.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I think it is to me. I think you can talk about it on the date, but I don't know if it's. You can put it in your profile, but definitely I talk about it.
I think my reservation on that is because then they see what I do, and then it's like, oh,
Just
do you
decipher
wanna-
me.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, go. I'm like, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
I'm done with this
I charge for
conversation.
that.
Yeah, you can't afford my. No, you probably could, but no, still.
Yeah, and then the third section is updated information.
Yeah,
I
for
see,
sure.
I see that a lot. I see that like Tinder, Bumble, they'll say it says 24, but I'm really 22. But you can easily fix that
Yeah.
by going into Facebook and updating your age and then logging out and logging back in. So that's not a big issue. You can't have old information
No.
or misinformation.
No, and so I struggle with this because I like go between like blonde and brunette all the time, and
Literally?
yeah,
Okay.
like my
Men?
hair.
Men?
Yeah, no,
No.
I'm sorry, like my own hair. I'm sorry. Like I go in my hair like either I'm blonde or I'm a brunette, and so I'll have more pictures of me as a blonde than a brunette, and then when I'm a brunette, I'm like I have no brunette pictures. I need to update this, but like right now I have very few brunette pictures because all of my pictures have been me as a blonde, and I'm like I don't want to post those because I'm not blonde anymore, and I'm lying to you if I have them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's updated information.
But I think hair color is not that big of a deal for some people. Or for me, it's not. But maybe
That
when
could be your witty line. Trying out blonde. What do you think?
which picture do you like
Which
better?
picture do you like
Uh-huh.
better?
Blonde or brunette?
Yeah.
We might have a date depending on your answer.
There you go.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah. So very important. Have updated information. And then number 4, Anna, since you're not on OkCupid, anyone can send any message, right, at any time. But in Bumble, you have to match first, and then the female sends the message, sends the opening line. And I don't know you guys, every time I get a match and a message, it's hey.
That's me.
And that I'm like, hey, back, and then it just kind of goes nowhere, and I feel like, okay, I guess that's you trying to make us like start the conversation or lead the conversation.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Come on, a little bit more effort, please. Just say hey.
Okay, fine.
Hey,
if I message a guy on OkCupid, I'm very direct. Hey, I like this about you, or this is a great picture, or something. But that whole hey, but a lot of profiles will also say,
don't hate me.
Don't hate me.
Yeah.
Say something intelligent or say something else.
And usually if a guy has that on their profile, then I'm going to...
swipe left?
No, I'm going to be more witty about it. Like I'll say something, like I'll have more thought about it. But then I get so... Like I just like analyze, oh my gosh, is this the right thing to say? And I get overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm always like texting you, hey Zorric, can you help me with this?
just press send, okay? Stop thinking about it.
Okay.
So yeah, have an opening line. Like look at the photo or look at or read the bio, and maybe there's something you guys have in common, and then comment on that. Let's say, hey, you have great teeth. Where do you whiten your teeth? Or are they real or something like that? Just see, and someone will laugh, and then it'll get. Anna's not laughing, but she's just like...
Anna's thinking about floss. Did you floss today?
Did you floss today? How often do you go visit the dentist? Do you use mouthwash? What kind of toothpaste do you use?
Did you take a shower before you got here? Or did you just roll out of bed with your hoodie on?
Exactly.
Yeah. So writing the profile sucks. Choosing pictures really sucks. I'd rather do my taxes, honestly, because... Really? No, you wouldn't.
I made a face. I don't know. Oh, I hate math.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just click next, and it's
That's
tax
why you
season.
date an accountant during tax season.
Yeah. Ooh. Hello, accountants. Where are y'all? Tax season is over, but I'm still available.
She's got an extension.
She's at Emma P. Or it's _Emma P.
Yep.
Send her a message. Okay, well, that was a cool article. There's never enough articles about what not to do, because we're always trying to make our profile better, obviously.
Yeah.
I think his profile just truly needs to represent you in a very tasteful manner, a true you. Because if you're going to try to pose or put things that are not you, you're just not going to attract the right people.
Right.
You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
What do you think, Emma?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we get so stuck on like what's perfect, what is the right thing, that like we forget that it ultimately is about like who we want to attract.
And one tip, gentlemen, take your pictures from the top angle, not the bottom angle. Just a quick tip.
Okay.
Women
know that.
Trick.
Yes. Men, please do not take your picture.
Why is that?
It's a better angle.
It's a much better angle.
Hi everyone, this is Emma. I've recently found a dating app I've enjoyed using, Bopsy. Simply, it's video speed dating. Bopsy gives me the ability to meet 6 guys through live video. At the end of each session, I pick either C for like or Bop for dislike. When we both like each other, we continue the connection over chat messaging. Check it out today at bopsy.com.
Okay, so our next topic is 9 ways to meet men that don't involve online dating.
What? I can date and not be online?
Yeah, there's other ways. Like you just don't have to sit at home, and you got to get out.
The millennial inside me is freaking out.
Yeah, it's too much. But there's a lot of great suggestions here. It's by Harriet Noble from the Metro website. And the first thing is attend a trendy singles event. So Anna and I met at a trendy singles event.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I think Anna and I have talked about this before. You have to talk to people. You can't just show up, because what you said is, I think we talked before about this, people kind of segregate and get into groups.
Yes.
And so let's say Emma and I went to some event. We end up talking to each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? So find a event. Right?
Find an event. Go talk to people. A lot of events actually offer name tags. Hello, my name is. I've seen some groups put your hobbies. They'll even ask you, what are your 2 top favorite things to do? And they'll say hiking and wine drinking. And they'll literally write that under your name. And that helps people break the ice. Oh, I see you're into hiking. Where have you gone? Or
that's a
what
good
kind of
idea.
wine
Yeah,
do
that
you
is a good
drink?
idea.
So, a lot of organizers are implementing that. Or even if you don't have that, bring your own name tag. Write down, I'm shy, please talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think if you're a female, you should go to a male-dominated event, or just don't go to yoga or bar or pole dancing. Do something different, right?
You know, I know someone whose boyfriend goes to bar with her.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he's not going to meet anyone there.
Yeah.
No.
I've never heard of bar before until like I see these signs and they're just popping up everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So
like ballet.
Yeah,
but like working out.
It's very popular. So
Oh no, it will kill you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's intense. But that's the best way that I can describe it.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No?
No.
How would you describe
Oh
it?
no, I won't do it.
Oh, okay.
I've done it once. After 5 minutes, I lay down on the floor, and that was the end. And that's after doing ballet for 10 years. No.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not like ballet with socks.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so how would you describe it?
It kicks you
Okay.
really, really hard,
Hell?
really
Really?
fast.
Nice.
And then you
Nice.
try desperately to get up, it doesn't happen.
But what is the thing? So whenever you're working out together, doesn't it kind of bring people together as well? There's something about endorphins, or did we talk about this before?
Maybe, but I don't know. If I'm dating somebody and it's like at the beginning of the relationship, I don't need you to see me sweating and like gross.
I agree.
Okay.
Like
There's all this grunting that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
there's sweating places that I don't want you to see that I'm sweating. No, thank you.
And please don't try to hug me while I'm working out.
Ugh, get off of me.
Yeah.
Far, far away from me.
I don't know you well enough for that.
Yeah.
I get you. So a trendy singles event, maybe it could be speed dating or there's a lot of charity events in Dallas.
And
Tons.
Yeah. And then, Clyde Warren
Yeah.
has, stuff going on, especially now that it's summer. And so that can definitely be something that people can look forward to.
Nice, nice. And so this is a great segue into the second. It says have a hobby. So if you have a hobby, then you like a running club, for example, then you can do a running club meetup and meet some people there. Or again, more bar or cyclers or runners or
Facebook?
again Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook has a lot of different groups.
Yeah. And like the meetups. What is
Yeah,
is
meetup.com.
that?
Yeah. And then there's volleyball. Volleyball's kind of big
It's a big
here.
deal.
Yeah, it is a big
Yeah.
deal. And summer's coming back up. So, people
Yeah.
are going to be outside again.
Dog parks.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
forget the dog parks.
Yeah, definitely. That's always a topic of conversation, your
Yes.
dogs. So if you want to meet a lot of men, though, go to a Dungeons and Dragon meetup.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
Like, accidentally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
went.
actually meet anyone though?
No, because they were so involved and engrossed in their game. It was really funny to kind of just see it happening. And I just kept staring at them. And I'm sure they were like, who is this girl staring at me?
Why is there
Why
a woman
is
here?
a woman staring at me? It was Alice Schlotsky's or something.
Slotsky's out of all the places.
It was not a trendy bar.
It was not a trendy bar. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be like a GameStop or something, right?
No.
Just weird.
A game night would actually be fun.
Yeah, game
Yes.
night.
Not something you play by yourself with
No.
other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
a fun event.
Yeah, I also like hosting things, and so I like to have people meet each other, because I think that that's another great way where it's kind of like you just kind of have a group of people, and it's like, all right, mingle, get to know each other.
And you're really forced to talk because you are the connector. You're the friend that's making people talk to each other
Uh-huh.
and setting people up and
Yep.
all that stuff.
Yep.
So, and that's a great segue to Emma loves wine. So, like a
Yes.
wine tasting event at your place, or just going to a wine tasting event here in Dallas.
Hello, we have Grapevine, up somewhere west of here, northwest of here. We have Fredericksburg down south. So,
Austin, yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking classes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are bigger nowadays.
So
Faux show.
cooking is great, and eating like festivals or something like that.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this next one is kind of interesting because it says work it. So I guess going to work events, because a lot of people meet their spouses at work. So that's something. And then
I'm a little iffy about that one.
Yeah.
Just because, if you start dating a coworker and then you break up, like it can be really awkward.
Very, very messy.
Yeah.
don't poop where you eat.
No.
No. So head to an alumni event. If you went to a school that has events in your area, then check those out.
The other one that reminded me of like the coworker stuff is that like if you live in an apartment, your apartment is bound to have events too. So it's kind of like the coworker thing, but at the same time, like you can move if your lease is up, right?
Yeah.
So if you meet someone, there's a connection, and then it doesn't work out, like you're eventually like your lease will be up. So
Park on the other side.
Yeah. Find a new spot to park at.
Yeah.
Change your license plate. Change your car. It's all
Exactly.
good.
I know, right? It's crazy. So a lot of apartment complexes are doing just different events.
Yes.
I think they'll have food or they'll have game night also, which is kind of interesting. But this next one here says go solo, and this kind of goes with the last one. Go solo, and if all else fails, hang out in a bar. So if you want to, Friday night, you're free, go to a bar, and I'm sure you'll strike up some conversation, or make sure you're open to it. Make sure your body language is kind of
I don't think a lot of people know how to do that, though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get so nervous and closed up that
It's true.
they show up, they grab a drink, they grab their phone, and they're gone. They're no longer there. They're not present.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's difficult again. So if someone has been on Tinder or Bumble or OkCupid, and you're used to just hiding behind the phone,
Yes.
but then now you're in real life, you're like, how do I approach this person, and what do I say? And I think it's the same thing. You can approach someone you approach on Tinder in the same way as you can in real person. I can ask you if you flossed, right?
Exactly.
You
and
know?
I don't think you're weird at all.
Gosh.
Excuse
I'm
me.
going to get excited. Oh my gosh, another flosser? Yes.
If Zorric ever comes up to anybody randomly, can you please message me and let me know that he just asked you if you floss? Because I want to relish in this story.
So again, I think we've talked about this before, but there are so many ways to meet people, not just apps, but you got your friends, you got your work, you got meetups, hobbies. I think one thing that's really kind of popular is dancing.
Yes.
Do you guys go to those meetups?
I don't go to the meetups, but I love dancing.
Yeah.
I think the other thing people find it difficult of meeting people outside of apps is, do we know if they're single?
Yes.
How do we identify that you don't have a girlfriend stashed away or a boyfriend stashed away?
Well, even if you're on dating apps, like
That's a little question. At least that's not as awkward.
Yes.
You know, a couple of questions in, the red flag goes off. You're like, wait a minute, are you married?
Yeah.
Whereas when you're in person, the chemistry's flowing, nothing pops out, the wine or whatever drink of choice.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden it's like, oh, my girlfriend and I, what?
What?
I'm sorry, who?
You just said what?
Do you have a permission slip?
And then the girlfriend walks right by you and just starts talking.
And you're drinking.
And it's
your
awkward.
drink.
And you just
like,
walk away.
Okay, bye now.
Yeah.
So, Anna, do you have any last words about any of these articles?
Not so much articles. I think that if at any time, whether you're out at an event or more than if you're at any event, you're out and about, don't be afraid to go up and talk to people. Pick a question or two that you're going to lead with. Make it your own, and just don't be afraid to approach people.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to say no, you're going to walk away. He's going to thank you and walk away.
Yeah.
You have a great story to talk about later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What'd you do last night? Oh, well, I got to know. And it was sexy. And she flossed.
Yes, I flossed. Bye. All right, Emma, what do you have?
In the wonderful words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. So we just have to remember that when we're creating our Bumble profiles or any profile for dating apps.
Gotcha. Okay. So where can we find you, Emma?
You can find me on Instagram, and my username is its_Emma P.
Okay, so again, I like to repeat it because I get confused myself. its_Emma P.
Yes.
On Instagram. And you can find me at Zorric Sia on Instagram and Twitter. And that's all we have time for today. We'll see you guys next time.